Entry number 001. Status: unresolved. There are artifacts in the archive that defy easy classification. They are not simply old, they are other. They exist in our world, but they do not seem to be of it. The object known as the Voynich Manuscript is chief among them. For a century, the world's finest cryptographers, linguists, and historians have tried to breach its defenses. They have failed. Every single one. They call it the world's most mysterious book. This is a fundamental error in analysis. The primary assumption is wrong. The archive suggests this object is not a book to be read. It is a signal to be deciphered. A fragment of a place where the laws of nature have been written in a different language. The code has never been broken. But the message is not just in the text, it is in the biology. The botany sections depict a flora that does not exist on Earth. This is not fantasy. It is a field guide to another ecosystem. Folio 89. A plant with seed pods that have split open to reveal not seeds, but clusters of small, disembodied human faces, their expressions locked in a silent, sorrowful gaze. Folio 90. A stalk of flowers, but where the root system should be, the plant morphs into the headless, animalistic torso of a beast, its legs sprawling into the earth, clawed feet grasping at the soil. Folio 33. A jagged leaf rendered in detail and fused seamlessly into its tissue as if it grew there, a single, melancholic human face trapped within the plant's organic structure. This is not art. It is a catalog, a warning of a place where life follows a different, more parasitic, and more terrifying blueprint. The question is not, what do these plants mean? The question is, where do they grow? If the biology is alien, the cosmology is an existential threat. The manuscript contains astronomical charts, but they do not map our heavens. Folio 67. An eclipse, but not of our sun or our moon. The diagram shows 2 suns and 2 moons, half concealed by 4 clouds of vapor rushing inward. At the margins, strange, balloon-like faces are suspended on pipe-like structures, observing the celestial nightmare. Folio 57. A diagram of a system. At its center, 4 human figures, enclosed within 17 concentric rings of the cipher. Their hands are raised, desperately grasping at the words that orbit them, as if they are trying to hold their reality together or prevent it from collapsing. These are not maps of the stars. They are diagrams of a machine, a prison, or perhaps a message in a bottle thrown from a dying dimension into the sea of ours. To understand the message, we must look at the messengers, the men who held this object and guarded its secrets. Its modern history begins in 1912 at the Villa Mondragone, Italy. An antiquarian book dealer, Wilfrid Voynich, unearths the text from a forgotten chest in a Jesuit college. He knew instantly that he had found something that was not meant to be found. Tucked inside, a letter from the 17th century. It traces the object's provenance back to the court of the Holy Roman Emperor Rudolph II, an emperor obsessed with alchemy, astrology, and the dark arts. He purchased the manuscript for 600 gold ducats, believing it to be the lost work of the infamous friar Roger Bacon, a man rumored to have unlocked the secrets of nature through forbidden magic. These were not idle collectors. They were seekers. They saw the manuscript not as a curiosity, but as a key. But the most important clue was not written in the letter. It was erased from the book itself. During the first photographic reproductions, a chemical mishap on the first page exposed something. A ghost in the vellum. A signature deliberately and carefully scraped away, but its impression remained, like a scar. Under infrared light, the vanished name was finally read. Jacobus a Tepenec. The name meant nothing to the public, but the archives remember. Jacobus Sinapius of Tepenec was the head of Emperor Rudolph's botanical gardens. He was the court's chief alchemist. A man who spent his life trying to bridge the world of man with the world of spirits. He was the guardian of the object. And he, or someone after him, tried to erase all record of his connection to it. This is the final, chilling realization. The powerful men who possessed this codex were not its authors. They were its custodians. Rudolph, Tepenec, the Jesuits, they were the receivers of a transmission they could not understand, from a source they could not identify. They guarded it, studied it, and ultimately hid it. The Voynich Manuscript is not a remnant of a lost human language. It is a piece of a different reality, lodged in ours like a splinter of glass. It is a biological and cosmological field guide from a place that is bleeding through. The question we must now ask is not, how do we read the message? The question is the transmission still active?